breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and now we on the move. From local to global, cause we got something to prove. We came from the bottom, now we at the tippy top. To hold it down for our people, cause we all we got. This a cold, cold world, but we keeping it hot. With our future on the line, ain't no time to stop. All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. Now educating new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change, mind your business.
Now wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. Wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
You're now tuned into another episode of WAGM Minute Podcast. This is season 8, episode 306, I believe. I think we had 306. But with that being said, and we have a special guest tonight.
Yo, what's going on? Hold on a minute. Anyway, like I feel a certain kind of way.
What you mean?
I mean, like y'all was supposed to have some trumpets or something playing, because usually when the king come to town, they roll out the red carpet or something. What's going on?
You know what? But see, you may have not heard the trumpets, but we definitely had the hospitality, correct?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Y'all fam, and the reason why, I'm gonna tell you why I did this though. Because I'm a man of my word and I keep my word.
Right.
And like y'all was there with me during a time where it was critical in my existence. Because when my Aunt Puka was on her deathbed,
yeah,
y'all was present.
That's
what I'm saying though?
Like
y'all was there.
Yeah.
Like y'all was there.
Wow. So
you know what I mean? I'm paying homage.
Ain't not wrong with that. And we're excited that you're here.
Yes.
I love my people.
Ain't not wrong with that. So how was your weekend, Mz Gogetta?
My weekend was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, because of course, as usual, I don't really remember what I did.
Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess here. Like
I don't think I did anything though.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay. So Mr. Napoleon, how was your weekend?
My weekend, when it comes to me, I'm pretty much what you call, this is the perfect word to describe me, reclusive.
Okay, now come on now.
Reclusive means
absolutely.
I'm a popular individual, but I prefer to stay like secluded.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on the search of inner peace.
Okay.
And sometimes when you get caught up in the world, like in the word, it says, be ye not conformed to this world.
That's right.
So, what I'm saying? I take a lot of time just trying to build my spiritual, power up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, like, it's not personal. Like, I got a lot of friends. They be like, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? But I prefer to spend time to myself because I was what you call set apart.
Okay.
And when God sets you apart, you can't constantly be amongst people because a lot of people be what you call like energy vampires. And if you allow them to, they'll bring you down to their frequency. So, what I'm saying? I like to keep my frequency at 528 or 369.
So you not with that low vibration stuff?
No low vibration. No zero tolerance. Women, friends, none of that.
I feel you. Yeah. So introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners of WAGM Minute Podcast.
Oh yeah, like I'm Napoleon. You know what I mean? To describe me, like I'm one of the 144,000 chosen. I'm not being vain or nothing. I'm just speaking the actual facts. That's why I'm the way I am and the way I know what I know. You know what I mean? Like I come from a little small city. You know what I'm saying? It's called Suffolk, Virginia. But in life, it's not where you from, it's where you at. And right?
That's correct.
And not meaning where you at physically, is where you at intelligently. You know what I'm saying? So my mind, you know what I mean? Like I know how to utilize my 7.5 ounces of brain cells to its fullest capacity.
What? Hold on. See, I'm gonna tell you something right now, Napoleon. Like you're not gonna come up here and be, speaking all this, dropping all this knowledge, and and we may not can keep up a little bit. So
hold on, but I'm
we need you to bring it in layman's term.
Okay, layman's term. But the reason why I said 7.5 because a man actually do possess 7.5, whereas a woman possesses 6 ounces of brain cells.
Oh,
So
no,
it's
we
a
got it.
different. It's a
So you know what? So
Well-
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. We may possess 6 ounces, right?
right.
But I believe that we are far more intelligent than y'all. So
I
that
believe
that,
that
that lets
too.
me know that you know it ain't about how big it is.
But
know
It's
man
the
itself mean intelligence. Like man means intelligence. Mind means intelligence. And I'm about to drop a jewel that's gonna blow your mind. You know what? Guess what has never been seen before in life?
What's that?
A mind. You know why? Because when people die, like, you know what I mean, like they do the autopsy and they cut their brain open, but nobody has ever seen a mind. But we always constantly say that we got a mind, but nobody, no scientist, no physician, no surgeon, nobody knows what a mind looks like.
You know what? And
know
that's
what?
that's absolutely true.
True.
Yeah, that's the facts.
I never even thought about it like
But
that.
I think, see, that's what I mean by being set apart. See, the Most High allows me to see certain things so I can deliver the message. But to certain people who don't know nothing, they be like, oh, yeah, man, Paul, man, he crazy. But no, I'm not crazy. I'm the king. You will never meet nobody else like me in this lifetime. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what? And it's crazy you said. Well, it's not crazy that you said it. It's funny that you said that because a lot of people do like around the area. They be like, you know, he different. Like he not something happened to him. Like you know why he like that. But I've always been a firm believer that you know if you don't conform to what people want you to,
Right.
then it's always an issue.
Of
Right.
course, I'm saying, but just imagine what Jesus had to go through when he coming through performing miracles. Like they like, yo, man, this man crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people like Malcolm X. Anybody that's doing something great in
Mm-hmm.
this world, they consider crazy. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what I mean? This mic's not on. So I don't know if they can hear me or not.
Yeah, they can hear you.
All right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the key to life is you gotta have thick skin. And the greatest joy you will ever experience in this existence is
Mhm.
when you don't care what other people think. Like I'm here for an assignment from God, not for the people. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Like I'm just a messenger.
right.
Yeah.
I feel you on
But I'm
that.
not gonna be put in no box because when I'm dead and gone, I'm gonna be put in the box, and I'm gonna be in that box for a long time. See, the box, like the world, you know what I'm saying? They try to put you in the box. The TV is shaped like a box. Like your bed is shaped like a box.
Mhm.
Like your room is shaped like a box.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to come outside of the box. Like I'm outside of the box.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. Shante, let him use your mic right quick.
Oh, want me to swerve it around? Bring it around?
No, just take it off the stand.
Oh, no, Lord, now you ask me to do something I don't know how to do. Ain't no way you ask me to do that.
No, it's right there. All right.
Where's
I
there?
get mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I want them to hear me loud and clear.
In fact, let me play a commercial right quick.
Let's go. Yo, listen up, everybody. Have you heard the news? We got a brand new show that's breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and now we on the move. From local to global, cause we got something to prove. We came from the bottom, now we at the tippy top to hold it down for our people, cause we all we got. This a cold, cold world, but we keeping it hot. What else get you on the line? Ain't no time to stop. All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about to change, mind your business.
Now wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. Wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. Now wait a Gam Mz, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
It's good. A little technical difficulties, but
It's all good.
just like that, we're back. So, what were you saying that women are what now? The
What's
most
that?
intelligent?
No, I didn't say nothing like that. But I give praise to the Most High because a woman, though, like, you know, you know what, I'm gonna say it like this, you know, and I'm not trying to be vulgar or nothing like that because I don't utilize no profanity. But a woman's vagina is not just a vagina, right? you know, God deemed it fit for y'all to be the portal to transport souls from one dimension to the next. And it comes through that portal right there. That's how powerful it is. So I don't see how no woman could be out here selling themselves for like $25, $30,
$40.
$40 for something that's worth $1 trillion.
Right. Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
uh,
So okay, so now I know before we got started, you were dropping you're dropping some of your new.
oh yeah.
Can you just say like a little bit of it?
Oh yeah, you know, I got a song. It's called Revelation. You know what I mean? I dropped the video. That joint was crazy. You know what I mean? It was well received. But in that joint, I said, "Yo, my mind is really worth about a quarter trill." Like Andrew Carnegie, my homies there adore to steal. Instead of DoorDash, the youth they order pills. The world done turned to hell. You can't know it's real. The more Call of Duty, then the more they kill. Dude was spotted when he went up in the store to chill. Then the switch hit him. Demons shoot for sport and thrill. And they'll blow your brains out to pay a water bill. They don't believe in ghosts, but they believe in wraiths. They done spent them loans up. Now they gonna seize your safe.
Mm. Not spitting them loans up.
Man, people went crazy on PPP.
That they did.
People lost their minds. But right now, on this day, October 19th, right? 2023, they don't got nothing to show for it.
No.
Right.
Right?
No.
That's true.
But it was so insane because instead of actually getting the actual business, they was more concerned with just getting the certificate and take a picture of the certificate.
Right.
That's
to put
how
on
good too.
Facebook.
That's now that you spoke,
Yeah.
you definitely spoke some true words right
I'm
there.
saying that's all I speak is the truth.
Yeah.
True. They was more
Yeah.
concerned with people hitting the like button to make them think instead of actually utilizing the currency to get an actual business.
Absolutely.
Yep. You're right.
They was more concerned with
About
taking
the
a
lights
picture
and all that
of
stuff.
the LLC certificate.
Yeah.
That don't mean
To this day, they
nothing.
don't got no business.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. But you know what though? That actually, some people, I've said it before, like people, people go and get an LLC quick or whatever.
Right.
But then it's like, that's it. You haven't made not $1. You don't have no insurance. You don't have no business license. So it's like, people do stuff for
Show and
sure.
tell.
Man, I'm trying to
For sure,
tell
yeah.
you, Mark Zuckerberg is gonna become the first trillionaire because you remember as a kid, you would play little games, Candyland, and all.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
didn't he done set and created a world that's it's so make believe that people so stuck into that they can't function in reality no more.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man, they can't function in reality no more. And there's a
But
reason why they
but
call
the
it
thing
Facebook.
about it though, it is actually their reality.
Is their reality,
Yeah.
but it's a false reality.
It is.
And out of all the things in the world, why do you think he called it Facebook? See, like, you know what I'm saying? Your face is it's real deceptive. You know what I mean? Because you could be smiling, but you don't really feel like smiling.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then like you could get certain words from like face, man. You can get like, you know what I'm saying, like facade and fictitious.
Mhm.
And then we know what a book is. A book is a little kid can sit and write a book, you know what I'm saying? It's filled with fantasies. So it's called Facebook, which means it's a deceptive book.
Mhm.
That's what it is. So
Mm.
now people that don't got nothing going on, you know what I mean? Like they'll go inside of the mall, you know what I mean? Like they'll go inside of the dressing room and they'll take pictures to make people think they actually got them clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Man, this world insane.
It is.
Yeah.
Man,
So tell us a bit about your music. Like,
Music?
like when did you start? What made you start?
like it's so crazy because growing up, I was just mainly like into sports. You know what I mean? So my first couple of raps was about sports.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I was up on the Joe. See, like Joe, the one that gave me the ropes.
Joe Mofia.
Yeah, Joe Mofia
Okay.
gave me the ropes of like how to do it. Like he the one kept encouraging me because I was like, man, I ain't into this rap stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was in the sports. I thought I was gonna go to college and play basketball or something, but I never grew. Like if I would have grew to be 6'1", like I would have went to the NBA.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, you know what I
But
mean?
hold on, but isn't Muggsy?
Yeah, I know,
He,
but it's
he
like,
short, he little.
yeah, I know, but that was a different time though. Like he came up like a little before, but you know what I'm saying? But um, I was supposed to go to college,
Okay, but what happened?
but right at time, but me and all right. So like it's crazy like this, and people don't know the story, but
Okay.
I'm gonna show you how God worked. Me and Joe had a group called the Hellraisers,
Okay.
and we was buzzing. But me and Joe was like two totally different people. Like I was more into it. I was more like assertive. Joe was laid back, chilling, laid
Mhm.
back. So on the very night that we was about to call it quits, we went to 7-Eleven down there in Norfolk. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? The joint by about a college, Norfolk State.
Okay.
Okay.
And God set it up so that night we ran right into the RZA cousin Daddy.
Okay.
And that's how what I'm saying. And then that gave us the motivation to keep on going. And that's how we basically linked up with the Wu County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of going to school, you opted to try your hand in the
I
music
tried
career.
my hand in the music joint and it worked out. You know what I mean? Like it worked out because we got together and we put together for real. Like it's the best album in Virginia, probably like of all time. And that's everybody included.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, let's go back to your basketball days,
Right,
right? I remember those days, and
right.
I'm sure you do too, right?
Yeah.
What do you if you could think back now, what are two of the most fondest memories that you had?
I like two of the most fondest members.
I
I
ain't talking about going in state and all that because we already know that's a given.
what are you talking about? Bird song?
No, I'm just talking about like in throughout your whole career, whether it was from Birdsong to Nesman River. Like what was maybe something that was said or done, somebody that influenced you? Like what were two things that stick out in your mind that was very
I okay. So like I remember one year at the Christmas tournament. You know what I mean? Like we played against Greensville. You know what I mean? And me and Clyde came off the bench
okay?
together. So like I remember in that game, like I threw Clyde a crazy lob from half court. That was crazy. The crowd went crazy. They still talk about that to this day. You know what I mean? That's one memories I would have. And then I remember like going down there to Smithfield one game
Mm,
and I scored my career high. I think I scored like 28 that night.
okay.
So yeah, that's like two that come right off the top of my head.
So okay, now with you being such a small guy, right?
Right,
And even like thinking back, you had a lot of heart. Your last name is Hart too,
right,
right?
right,
But you had a lot of heart. Like you went up against them big guys. I mean, you didn't, like some small guys will stay out the paint. They
right,
kind of like play back, but like
right.
you didn't care. You went up in there.
I'm saying I grew up. I'm saying I grew up rough. You know what I mean? Like my backyard was the most legendary place probably in the town. You know what I mean? Everybody came in my backyard. So, it was a lot of fights. It was a
Right.
lot of, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, man, I had Mon and all of them back there. I had Catman. I had everybody in the backyard.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
So you're saying because you played in the backyard
Right,
against,
right,
some, guys,
right,
that's what made you,
right.
wasn't scared to go up in the paint
Right,
with them guys.
exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had a different type of heart. I had a different type of desire. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because God set me apart. Like, you know what I'm saying? To show people that, you know what I'm saying? No matter how tall you are, no matter how big you are, if you possess a certain type of heart, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. You know what I'm
Right.
Hmm.
saying?
I know
And
you.
that's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So, so why? Although you said you ran into, you said RZA
Oh, yo, man, like,
cousin,
yeah, man, it was his cousin, man, daddy, yo.
but how old were you at that time though when you decided to really
Yo,
go into
yo, I was
rapping?
like, yo, you know what I mean? I was like 19.
19.
Yeah, like we was young when we did that.
Right. So you had already stopped playing ball and all of that,
I
or
had
you?
stopped. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because you graduate when you're like 18.
Right. So when
So
you
yeah, it was
graduated,
close by like that.
why you didn't go ahead on and pursue your basketball then?
I mean, because I chose back then, I didn't really have as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I possess today. So,
Okay.
I was blinded by the light.
Lights,
So
camera,
yeah, you know
action.
what I'm saying? Fame is like a drug,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And back then I just wanted the fame during that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you met him and you started rapping, at what point did you further your rap career into joining the team or joining a team?
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It all really, really occurred like simultaneously. Like it's a long drawn out story behind that.
Mhm.
For real, for real. So, you know what I mean? I just be wanting to lead that you know what I'm saying, where is that, man? Like we
Okay.
accomplished something that, you know what I mean, a lot of people didn't accomplish. You know what I mean? Like we was a part of a gold project, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that's like 500,000 sold.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, you know
That
what I'm
was
saying?
still
Like I'm
good though.
known, yeah, I'm saying that's actually real good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm known on like 7 continents. I have people from London, you know what I mean, that done heard my music. You know what I'm saying? I heard, you know. So
Mhm.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know,
So let me
I'm
ask you,
content with that.
right. So let me ask you this. Now, being that the old Napoleon to the new Napoleon,
Right.
like, is there a difference? And if it is, why is there a difference?
Yeah, I'm saying there's a great difference because back then, like I say, I was pretty much like what you call a savage. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And like a savage was a person that's, you know what I'm saying, has lost all knowledge of self and living a peace way of life. You know what I mean? Like I was into like the worst things, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I could speak on these things because, you know, my friends done went and did their time. So, you know what I'm saying? And plus there's a whole like, you know, but I was around the worst people. Like, you know what I mean? My friends was the richest drug dealers ever in Virginia history. Like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? My friends was the one that, you know what I'm saying, did all the robbing and shooting and all of that. So,
right.
you know what I mean? But then you realize in life, that the most valuable thing that we possess in this existence is our time.
Right.
So it'll be crazy to spend the rest of your existence locked behind bars where, like, you know what I mean? Like you can't touch no women no more. You're around a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of men. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That come with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and consciousness. You know what I'm saying? That
Okay.
made me change over.
Change
So
over.
Yeah.
right. So did something in your life actually happen to make you like really focus on the changeover?
I'm saying
When you
uh
say, okay, I'm tired of all of this that I'm doing or my friends doing or being around the
no, but
negativity.
you know what it really was though, and this is a true story. When my mama, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama was dying,
Okay.
right? So I didn't even know she was gonna be sick like that because, you know, me and my mom, we weren't really that tight coming up. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I didn't really had no type of consciousness.
Okay.
And by my mom being on drugs during that time, you know, it made me ashamed.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Wow.
something that I live and regret to this very day because of a lot of things I really wanted to do with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know how to go about doing it because I was embarrassed. I was ashamed because I didn't know what really transpired and like how the government was the ones that brought the crack into the community for that sole purpose to divide and destroy families.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, so my mom was in the joint. You know what I'm saying? My mom went to the hospital, and that night when she was like about to get put into the room, yeah, you know, like her voice went back to being a baby's voice,
What?
and like she was just kept saying, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm sorry. But I don't know who she was talking to, but she was probably talking to God. She probably seen the light.
Right.
And like, you know, and that could have been her form of repentance.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes. So, you know, that let me know at that present moment in time that God was real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they say when it's time for you to enter the gates, you go back to being childlike.
Yeah.
So my mom's voice went back to her being like a little kid.
Oh,
So at that point right there, I realized, okay, God is real. I got to get my soul intact.
right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I witnessed it myself personally,
Mm-hmm.
not by what nobody told me.
Right.
I witnessed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when your mom was there, excuse me, and and she transitioned, what was your mindset at that moment?
My mind state was filled with a lot of regret.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I mean, it was crazy, man. Still to this day, it's not a day that goes by that I don't have regret. But I'm figuring out a way how to like eradicate it from my soul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because just think when you die, they say it may take an eternity to see a person again. And if you look up the definition of eternity, you will see it's so many years. So it may take an eternity for me to try to right those wrongs.
Right. So being that you think that it may take a turn to right those wrongs,
Yeah,
how do you push through those days where you feel like, you know what, because I know I can imagine like some days it's like anything, it gets heavy,
yeah,
and then on some days it's kind of like light,
right.
but on those days when it's heavy, like how do you push through?
Uh, you know, I mean, because I possess a different type of push.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I know how to grow. And when you grow only means getting rid of old ways.
Right.
So constantly, you know what I'm saying? I'm at a, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm getting there though.
You been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Now you're from. I know you said that like you didn't grow up like when your mom was close, but you grew up under your grandma, correct?
Yeah. I grew up with my grandma.
So if with the music that you used to do to now, like you knew your grandma, right?
All right.
So what do you think her take would have been
Back
like
then,
back then?
I mean, she would have been like, I mean, because I used to utilize a lot of profanity
Right.
until I realized that, even though we call it cussing, it's not really called cussing. It's really called cursing. So, like in
Curtis
reality,
somebody.
when you actually cursing, you you actually cursing yourself when
Mm.
you actually utilize a bunch of profanity all day long, and then people wonder why they're not receiving no blessings. But you sitting around cursing all day long, you putting curses amongst yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's power
So
in its own.
yeah, it's power in the tongue, it's power in the words. Like words cast spells. Yeah, but like she would have definitely
She wouldn't have been with
nah.
it. So now if you have someone like a young kid who's coming up now and they're and they trying to get in the industry, but they doing what they do, they saying the curse words or doing that drill music or whatever, like
Right.
what would you tell them to influence them or encourage them to not do it that way, but do it be them and do it and not be a follower. Put it that way.
I'm saying because you can get your point across without using profanity. You know what I'm saying? Like they do it all the time in movies, they do it all the time and whatever. You don't got to utilize a bunch of curse words to get your point across. That's what I would tell them. Just try to, what I'm saying, expand their vocabulary and try to utilize words in place of those curse words.
Right. Because now I'm thinking about listening to a lot of rappers or whatever. They are very articulate.
Right.
Like if you really sit down and really listen to them,
Right.
they just have a different, method of how they deliver,
Right.
but they are very smart,
Right.
right? So if you could write something for somebody right now, a celebrity that's out here now, what would you write for that person and why? Like, who would you pick a song? Who would you write a song for? Whether you're the ghostwriter or whatever, and who would it be and why?
Mm, I mean, that's kind of like hard to say because contrary to popular belief, like, I listen to people like Anita Baker. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
I
me
listen to
too.
like Stephanie Mills and
Oh, you listen
you
to
know what I
Oh,
mean?
you
And
old
like
Whitney
R&B.
old
Houston.
school
Yeah,
R&B?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know what I mean? I don't really listen to like rap because I know what the power to be agenda is. You know what I'm saying? And their agenda is working to perfection right now. Because as you can see, the murder rates increasing, crime is increasing, so they promoting it. And then when it comes from the female aspect, look what type of females they promoting. Like the ones that say they want to sell their bodies and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. And it's transitioning over and it's leaking over and into society. So, you know what I'm saying? Me, like I'm on a diet, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just on a diet as far as physically. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watch what I what I'm saying,
Putting it, put
see, I watch
yeah.
what I hear, I watch, you know what I mean? So
Oh
like I'm
yeah.
on the diet from the world, you know what I mean?
Oh wow.
That's deep. You know
It
what?
is.
Because I never really thought about it like that. But now that you put it that way, you do have to be careful of what your eyes see and also what goes in your ears because
Right.
And
it
that's
can be a
true.
heavy influence.
Man, no
Yeah.
question about it.
So how long have you been on a diet?
I've been on a diet now for years. Like I was
Oh,
telling
okay.
y'all like earlier, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's going on 6 years straight now. I just drink water. I
Mhm.
don't drink no soda, no juice. I don't eat bread. I don't drink no alcohol. I don't do none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make my soul as strong as possible. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to extend my life because there's no way possible that you can extend your life because from the day that you come into existence, you already have a date
A
that's
date.
already written that you're gonna die. So, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that to say, well, I'm gonna live 20 more years because my date is already written. But I want to feel as good as possible while I'm here in this realm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah.
talk deep like this every day, all
Every
day,
day,
no
all
matter what?
day, like this my lingo. You know what I mean? Every day, all day. So, but you know what though? It's very lonely. I don't really have too many people to talk to.
You
But
know
why
what?
is that?
But when you're set aside,
Right.
that
Mhm.
comes with the territory.
Set
Exactly.
aside. I'm set aside and
Yeah.
I'm content
Yeah.
with it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
content with it. Like,
Yeah.
yo, man, people like, yo, man, why you don't never come out? Why? I mean, man, because for one, I'm most definitely not going inside of no clubs. Because the last time I went in the club, like everybody was just standing around in a circle and everybody was just looking to see what everybody else had on. Want nobody really, you know what I mean? Like they going live in they sections. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
mingling and interacting. So yeah, I can't be a part of that.
And that's true though.
Yeah,
That's true.
you know what I'm saying? Time is the most valuable thing that you have. And the reason why time is going past so fast, I'm about to really blow y'all mind with
Yeah,
this.
because I want to know why it's going.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So yeah, from the time that we born, right?
Mhm.
They tell us we got to get 8 hours of sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get 8 hours of sleep for like 365 days
Mhm.
a year, right?
Right.
It comes up to 2,920 hours.
Okay.
2,920 hours is equivalent to 4 months. So the reason why the year go past so fast because we sleep 4 months away.
And what about the ones that want to sleep all day? It's 24 hours in a
you know
day,
what
and
I'm
they
saying, though?
sleeping about
That's how crazy it
16.
is. So all right. So now all of y'all that's saying, yo, man, this year done went past so fast.
Yeah, I be saying it
Man,
all
you
the time.
done slap it away.
Yeah, I said all the
Well, so
time.
how many hours should you sleep then?
I'm saying, like,
I
you
only
got
sleep
to
about
pick and
3 or 4.
choose. I mean, some people can go on 4 hours, some people
I
5.
can't go on
You
4
got to
hours.
realize the government, like, they lied. Like that word itself, govern means to control.
Control, yeah,
Yeah.
And
self
lie.
control.
Mentos means mind. So your government only means control the
The
mind.
mind.
And that's what they do. Right now, they can have trillions of people sending around word about what Jada Smith
Absolutely.
and what Taylor Swift. I'm talking about they got that much control because that's what the government do. That's what they was control the mind.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how do now? Okay, so I know you said that it's kind of lonely. So you're not in a relationship because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be like, look, you're too damn deep for me. Like,
Man, listen, like I'm so disciplined when it comes to that. Like, you know what I mean? Coming up, that was my problem.
messing with a lot of women.
Messing with a lot of women. And I did at a young age. I started having sex when I was 12 years old.
Oh wow.
So right now, I'm to the point now where, you know what I mean, I done built my credit up, my joint sky high.
Okay.
Like my, you know what I'm saying, spirit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying I'm feeling the best I ever felt. Like, you know what I mean?
Feeling
This the
good right
most
now.
money I ever felt. You know what I'm saying? I look decent. You know what I mean? And of course the women are attracted to me because I'm different. But right now, I only want one. So I'm sitting back and being patient because that's a virtue. I'm being patient for that one. But we got to be compatible. See? Because I got this whole crazy thesis coming out. You know how like Thomas like Edison and like, you know what I mean, and like Isaac Newton. I got a joint that's coming out with my album. It's called 23 and 1. It's a whole thesis. Meaning, okay, like on my best day in my whole entire life, like I could have sex for 1 hour. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That'll be my greatest day.
Right, right.
But then what about the other 23 hours? See, nowadays you got people that be in relationships and they more attracted and possessed about that one, you know what I mean, that one good hour.
That one good hour, yeah.
But they going through 23 hours of misery outside of that because they're not compatible with nothing else. I mean, they can't sit around and converse. Like they upstairs, one person upstairs, one downstairs, they texting each other, they're in the same house. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to talk about. See, me, I need somebody to sit around and talk about. You know what I mean? So, like,
so with you, it's more so they gotta stimulate your mind.
Not my mind, because it'll be hard to stimulate my mind because I know so much. But like, it got to be a feeling in my soul.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not attracted to like the body type. See, that's what a lot of men. I'm telling you right now. Like the very first thing a man do when he see a woman is look and see what type of body she got.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, they don't look no deeper than that. So then they get attracted to that body and then come to find out that she's a whole entire Jezebel. You know what I'm saying?
Not sure, Jezebel.
Jezebel.
But isn't that how it usually go? Because they
mean,
hitting the body not for themselves most of the time.
man, these
They want
women,
you
man,
guys
they
to look
flying,
at
they
it.
go get them bodies not knowing. I'm here now, man. I want to make a plea, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know because I'm a real spiritual individual. Just because you go get your bodies done and all that, it's not gonna help you keep no man. Matter of fact, it's gonna do the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because once a man get finished with the lust process,
Mm-hmm.
then like he gonna realize, hold on, man, this chick body fake. I'm not gonna devote all my time and energy into something that's fake, man. I'm telling y'all now, all y'all women that got y'all bodies the same, the way God made it and natural, y'all winning. Do not let society trick y'all with the technology to make y'all think like, oh yeah, man, I got to go get my body done. Save your money. You could do something else with that. You could buy a piece of land. You could get a business. You can do something. But that body, by the time you get in your 40s and 50s, that body gonna drop, and you be out here looking
But
crazy.
you know what? See, and I think that's one thing they don't realize. Like gravity, it's gonna, it's just,
No doubt about
it's
it.
gonna,
No doubt
it's
about
do
gonna,
what it's supposed to do.
right. So, are you gonna have the means to keep it up?
Yeah.
Man, they not. But see, they learning from them people in Los Angeles. See, and it's deep about Los Angeles because when like the fallen angels fell, that's why it's called Los Angeles. It's the city of the Los Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that, and that's why when people go to Los Angeles and stuff, they always get their face reconstructed because it's filled with Satan and demonic entities over there. You know, man, Satan will make you feel like you ain't pretty
Doing it right,
enough,
yeah.
you ain't doing right, you ain't, and the whole time it's just destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with you know, like you're so animated, right? Okay, so with Satan and all that, so do Satan ever make you feel as though that like because you know he's about putting false,
Right.
you know, things
Narratives in your
Right.
in your
head.
ain't right
All right,
narratives in
okay,
your
so
head.
Satan, like to me, like you know, I don't be thinking about Satan under the ground with no pitchfork and none. You know what Satan is to me? And this is something that's gonna pass along. Y'all always remember this. Don't ever forget this. Satan is only someone who sees all things as negative. That's
Right.
Satan.
Satan
Right.
Sees all things as negative. You could be around the friends, and you know what I'm saying? Like you be trying to do something positive, had they come. Oh no, you don't, that's Satan.
Right.
Someone who sees all things as negative. Man.
I'm gonna use that.
Always. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a whole book of joints coming out.
So how do you
Okay.
like if you're around somebody like that or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they're like always negative, and you know, and you're trying to do what you need to do, and it's positive. Like, how do you handle that?
I'm saying the key to anything in life is what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't possess the power and the strength to remove yourself, everything that's coming your way is what you deserve because you had that power. You got free will. You got to remove yourself. You know what I'm saying? That go for friends, that go for family, that go for spouses, husbands, wife, whatever. If they are not up to par, if they bringing you down negatively, you have the power to remove yourself. That's all you got to do.
I agree with that. That's true.
Yeah,
You
that's
do.
all you got to do.
So
Yeah, sometimes you do have to take that step and do that, but you have to be strong enough or actually see it because sometimes you might not see it when your friends are always negative or a family member.
Right.
It might take you a while before it actually hits you like, doggone, every time I go to Jessie house, she always
Right.
talking that
I'm saying
negative.
you got to utilize what they call it's called discernment.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know
But
what I mean?
everybody don't really have it or know how to use it.
Yeah,
It don't work.
yeah, true facts. True facts.
So what can we expect from you next? Like, fill us in on what's up with Napoleon. Like, what you got
Napoleon,
going on?
Napoleon, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead on and announce it, like, you know what I mean? Because you know, like y'all real popular, like y'all fam. But I got a podcast coming myself.
Oh,
okay.
so no. So you know what? You should have told me that before you sat down.
Nope. No, I got one coming, but it'll be
Okay.
next year. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come like around the time of my project. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And it's gonna be like next level. You know what I mean? Because I'm tied into all different type of like people, all different types of like entities.
Mhm.
Y- Um,
So do you think podcast is the way to go now, the way to reach people now?
Yeah, because you got to realize people don't really listen with their ears no more. You know what they listen with?
Yes.
Their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? I could get on my page and I can write something, but they want to see it visually. You know what I mean? They want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but like, you know, like aside from that, um, word man, I'm getting into film. I got film.
Okay.
All types of stuff, man. I'm gonna make sure my people go out on top.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because I was set aside for that reason. Like I've been sacrificing. Like yo, I had to really be in solitude. I really had to isolate myself to be able to download what the Most High, you know what I'm saying, was downloading into me to be able to receive it. That's why it says, "Be still and know that I'm God." Like if I'm
Right.
constantly out moving around,
Yeah, being busy.
yeah, I can't receive nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what though? A lot of us, a lot of people, and listening to what you just said, right?
Yeah,
You do have to be still, and especially like you said, like far as downloading everything into, but everybody doesn't have that capacity to do that.
because it's not for everybody.
Right.
See, yo, that's the
Exactly, it's
problem
not.
with the world. See, like
Everything is
everybody
not
want to
for-
do the same
Mhm,
thing.
right.
Everybody
Everything.
wanted to be in a podcast. Everybody want to be a mod. Everybody want, but yo, it's all right if you can cook. It's all right if you can sew. Like the Most High is all I knowing, and the only thing that make us all different is we don't got the same fingerprints. You know what I'm saying? That really separates us all. But like we, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to accept your calling. That's the whole
Yeah.
science of like Superman.
Exactly.
Like yo, when like Superman went into the booth, you know what I mean? Like he had on regular clothes,
Mhm,
but look though, he went into the booth,
mhm.
meaning it's the call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you accept your calling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you become super.
Mm.
True facts.
Well, one thing about it, you definitely have been dropping some gems.
Yeah.
And I just hope that whoever it's for, that they actually grasp it.
Right.
And then like sometimes we gotta listen to you speak, right?
Right.
It just made me aware that sometimes you do have to separate yourself,
You
like
got to do that.
in order to grow, in order to move forward, you gotta stop doing something that you used to do or cut some people off,
You got to. You know why?
even though it's hurtful.
Right.
And it's easier said than done. But if you want that, whatever it is you seeking, then you gotta put in that work.
I'm trying to tell you, but like at the end of the day, it's a real glorious feeling because people are really letting it fly over their head that we living in the last days of time. So like pretty
Mhm.
soon you're gonna be face to face with God on that throne. Right now, like they got it set up so people how ill they are.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like they utilize COVID and and all of that.
Right.
Right now, if you work from home
Mm-hmm.
and you get a check sent to your account,
Mm-hmm.
you don't ever got to leave your house ever again in life. Everything could be sent directly to your house. Your food, your clothes, a bedroom set. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you a man and if you want a woman, you can call, get her ordered. You know what I'm saying? A wife can get ordered. You ain't ever got to leave your house again. So, yo, they just setting up the stage. Like, if you go on Walmart right now, if you go on Food Line, like they got the self-serve. If you go on McDonald's, like you can't go up to the cashier no more and say, all right, you know what I mean? Like, no, none of that.
You gotta come here. Yeah.
Robots. Like, yo, when you call these companies before you can even talk to a human being,
Yeah.
you go through robots.
You had to go through all of that.
So,
Ooh,
you
it's
know
so
what I mean?
annoying.
Yeah. And there's a real reason why, like, you know what I mean? Like Elon Musk, like, you know what I mean? Like he invested into space shuttles. Like they going out of here because they know where the earth about to be.
Yeah. And see, and that's when like to me, that's like when when you have like so much money that it just to me becomes foolery.
Right.
Like
Right.
I wouldn't want to go up there.
I mean, but they got space hotels right now. If you Google on your
Right.
phone, they got
Yeah.
space hotels
Yeah.
opening in 2025.
And I seen where I heard that they
really? I
have
haven't
like
seen that.
like land up there, like you can buy land.
I'm trying to
You
tell
can,
you.
I mean, you
Oh,
can
let me
buy
see how
space.
much
I'm
that
like,
costs.
what?
I'm
Who
trying to
buying
tell you.
space to go to?
That might be something though to look at though, for real.
like I was telling y'all earlier, like the sun is getting closer to the earth.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
man, when you out driving,
It
the
seems like
sun
it's
is blind,
sitting right
you
there
got
at
to
the
put
end
your
of the
finger.
highway.
It seems like it's sitting right there. So
I'm
and
about to
then you have
drive into
people
the
in like
sun.
Phoenix and stuff like that, like they was dying from the heat. You had people in Mexico, they was dying from the heat. So our society and our civilization has become that
It's changing,
adulterous
yeah.
that God, like, you know what? That's the way I'm gonna get them.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna set them on fire with the sun though. But I'm gonna do it gradually to get the ones that's wise enough to see a chance to get themselves together. See, like
Mhm.
you
You know what? But I'm gonna say something that's so funny, right? Have you ever been riding and you seen the moon
Mhm.
and you
ever
took a
been what,
picture?
Gam?
Been riding?
Oh, I thought you said riding.
right.
Oh, riding,
Oh,
and you
you said
seen
right.
So she said that.
and you seen the moon, right? And you grab your phone and you go take a picture of
And
it.
it don't show up in
It don't
in
show.
the
What
picture.
in the world is going on here? Like,
All the time. I'm like, oh my God, that is so pretty. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah, man.
It look like a blur. It just come out the picture like blur.
Yeah, man. Telling you.
somebody asked a question. They said, ask about the war between the Palestinians and Israel.
Oh,
Explain the spiritual meaning of it.
yeah, the spiritual meaning of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when it came to the word, you know what I mean? Like they always spoke about the Jews and the Gentiles. And this is the equivalent of like the Jews and the Gentiles war right now.
Mm. You know, it's just so much going on that you can't help but think like we are living in the last days.
This is it.
And I know people they don't want to talk about it. And that's the thing with Way to Get a Minute. Like we're about having these conversations that
I'm with it.
aren't, popular or,
Nah,
whatever. But
nah.
it's just like a lot of people don't like talk about the book of Revelation. But
Right.
if you look in it and you look outside and look around,
Yeah, you'll see what's going
you'll
on.
see what's going on.
Yeah, but you know what the Bible really is though. Like it's a real manual. Like if you was
Right.
to get a car, like it comes with a instruction manual of okay, so you got to put this here, you got to put this there, and if you don't put it there right,
It's gonna
eventually
cause-
it's
yeah.
gonna fall apart.
Mhm.
So yo, the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving earth. It's just basic instructions. Like God say, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you doing this. I don't want you. So like if you doing that, your life gonna fall apart because you're not following the basic instructions before leaving earth. That's all it is.
Bob, man, you know what? I'm not gonna remember half of these acronyms.
No.
when
I
you
mean,
leave
but
here.
you got it right here though. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I came like
Right.
y'all fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think like, you know what I mean, like I'm all the way legit with it. Like I'm totally genuine with it. I totally care about people. I got love for all my people. Like I don't got no hate for nobody just because I don't come out to go to certain events. Like I can't do that because
yeah.
my assignment is for me to be set apart. It's nothing personal.
And
It's-
you're gonna be obedient.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got to be obedient because I witnessed my mom go back to being childlike on her deathbed. So, you know what I'm saying? That was God's way of communicating with me because coming up as a kid, I ain't believing no God. Not
Oh, you
like that.
didn't?
Nah. No, like I grew up, even though my grandma made me read the Bible, but I couldn't comprehend what I was reading.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And then I'm living in a house like we ain't really had no car. You know what I mean? Like we had rats and roaches.
Not really ain't had no car.
Yeah, man, no car. No, but no, hey, yeah, no car. You know what though? But I feel bad because as a kid, I was probably 9 or 10 years old, and I regret this. This is one of my biggest regrets by me and my family not having a car. Guess what? I used to always wonder. I was
What?
like, yo, it got to be some kind of service. You know what I mean? I could come up with. You know what I mean? That could go to McDonald's and bring me some food.
And then
Oh
look.
man, if I would have knew about padding and all that stuff, man, you know what I mean? Because we ain't have no car.
Yeah.
Man.
But you know what? But if you think about it though, you may have felt some type of way then because you didn't have a car, you didn't have what you thought you wanted,
Right.
but you had what you needed.
I had to
Yeah.
know why? Because I realized later on in life, like you had more when you had nothing.
Yeah.
See, back
Yeah.
then, you know what I'm saying? You had family.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it was genuine
Yeah.
love.
That's true.
Mhm.
You know what I
That's true.
mean? Like when people died, like you cried at the funeral.
Mhm.
Nowadays, when you die, they not gonna cry at your funeral. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go get an outfit and they're gonna take a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't
It's
care
like
that you dead.
It's like a production.
It's a production. Like, yo, they gonna go to your funeral and post outside and take a picture and put on their page to get some likes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cousin Ralph took you where you wanted to go.
Ralph who? Kelly?
I believe so.
Hold on, man. Who said that? Oh yeah, man. Ralph. Yeah, man. But that was way back then. Know what? Matter of fact, now that we own it, man. Like I just had, like my grandma brother just passed away. Like his name was Marvin. Marvin Copeland. Like he played a very vital role in my life because during the time that I did get incarcerated, like my bond was so high. So like he was willing to put up his house to make sure I got on bond. Like if it weren't for Marvin, I wouldn't have never been on no project. I wouldn't have been on no Syndicate album. I would have been straight locked up.
So he actually people.
So he passed away. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to go and view his body because he played a very important role in my life, like Marvin Copeland.
So were you ever able to tell him, how much he meant to you, or thank him for what he actually done?
Well, let me see. I told him during the time when my mom passed away because he came to the funeral. And you know what I mean? Like he kept me in good spirits because he was always a jokester.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes in life, you know what I mean? Like you got to laugh to keep from crying. So like he kept my soul filled with joy. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always pay like real homage to him. You know what I mean?
So with that being said, what are you doing to pay it forward to somebody else?
Man, what I'm doing right now, I'm a quiet guy. I'm a secretive type of individual, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in a great position right now. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pay it forward by making sure I keep my side of the family, like my brothers, my cousins, and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of big things coming. I'm just like I told you, like I'm reclusive, you know what I mean? Because in this world, sometimes when you reveal your plans too quick,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The serpent gonna come and deliver poison.
I do believe that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I believe that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I straight up, man. I'm loving being up here with y'all. I enjoy kicking it, man. Like, yo, man, I got my man Peabody over there. You know what I
because
mean? Yo, man, I got my homie Rock over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Put them out there, Mz Gogetta. Let everybody know.
Now, previous guests and future guests. We do not allow your entourage to come into the studio with you. He bought an entourage. I thought he was about to put on a concert.
I'm saying, you know what? But I was gonna give y'all a concert, but you know what I mean?
And he came in with an entourage like he was gonna do so as well.
Oh no, like I ain't really bring my whole full entourage, but when the king come to town, you know what though? Man, I'm about to see. Yo, my mind never stopped. I'm about to tell y'all this right quick.
Okay.
Like, yo, during the time of the king and the queen and the nobles, guess what they called their masses? Hold on. Like, the king and the queen and stuff, like they kept all of the knowledge and everything to themselves, right? But they called the masses. Guess what they called the masses? What? Idiots. So nowadays, if a person call you that means you don't know nothing. I mean, they kept I'm talking about they called them that. When they seen them out in society, that's what they acknowledged them as. Idiots. Because they didn't know nothing. They didn't know nothing. Right. Because they kept all the knowledge. You know what I mean? Idiots. So now we live in a world.
I wish somebody would come here.
85%. 85% of the people, but they think they know everything.
Yeah, that's
but they don't know nothing. Right now, if you came up with a suitcase that had $25 million in it and said, okay, I'll give you this if you tell me how many bones you got in your body.
How many?
I'm saying you got 206 bones in your body, but I'm saying a person would know everything about everybody else's life.
Oh yeah,
right.
But they don't know nothing about it. They don't even know how many bones they got in their body.
Yeah,
man, come on, man, you insane.
Yeah, insane in the membrane.
Insane. Yo, man, they call it the mass psychosis. That's what it's called right now.
Yeah,
it's called the mass psychosis. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's up, man? Let's talk for a little bit.
So in the next 3 to 5 years, What can we expect from Napoleon?
Man, I might pull a David Copperfield.
Oh God.
I'm saying I'm already low key, but
Might completely disappear.
my money gonna be so crazy within the next few years. And I don't talk about money because I don't love money. But the Most High, this is my tenfold season. See,
Okay.
because I done went through so much, I done lost so much. I done lost my mama, my grandma, my aunts. Like I done lost friends. I done lost, but I never turned away from God. So
Okay.
now this is my tenfold season for just being obedient. At first
Yeah.
people, what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then they probably be thinking I be joking and playing, but I'm not playing. Like I'm serious, and I'm surrounding myself by, the right people right now.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I might be gone. Like, what I'm saying? Like I'm the type that when it's time for me to go to another country, I might not never come back.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I can see you. I can see you going to another country, not coming back though.
Yeah.
Then, but being me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going for a little while, but I'll be back.
No, I ain't coming back. You know what I mean? Because this world, like, I mean, it's really not for me like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm passing it on to my, like, you know what I mean? I'm passing it on to my homies. You know what I'm saying? To let them, man, because I done did so much. You know what I mean? So now, like, I'm just in search for peace. Like, I don't want no type of drama. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want no type of beef with nobody. And when you in this type of like predicament and position that I'm in, and when you grow like over here in the world, like it breeds a lot of hate and like envy and jealousy like that. So like I don't want to put myself in that predicament because, I'm surrounded by people that'll kill somebody.
Oh yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that position.
Right. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So you know what I'm saying? Just to be like, you know what I mean? I'm just chilling for real, but I don't know.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, I have been Georgia. I did not think that I was, because I knew you was gonna come and drop some jewels. I know when people see it, they're gonna be like, "There you go, talking that junk." But it's not junk because it really, if you really sit down and really listen to it and open your mind and think about it, like
It makes sense.
it makes sense and it allow you to, your mind will open up before you know it.
Right. But see, man, that's just for the people that think like that because it's so many people that utilize a lot of trickery and foolery just for Facebook. They get likes and all that. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put no type of messages unless the Most High, you know what I'm saying, give me the nudge and all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to spread a message to make sure that when I'm dead and gone, it'll be like the book of Napoleon. When you go back and realize, like, oh yeah, he said this. I'm just trying to give you the best possible way to escape modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
Well, one last question for you is: you have so much, statement. You have so much knowledge.
Yeah.
But why are you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
The Cowboys, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, man, because this is the real reason to show why, like, I'm so different. My whole family, my grandma, my aunts, my brother, everybody like the Redskin. So of course, by me, but I'm the total opposite. Yeah, I'm the total opposite of that.
So you just with them by default.
As a kid, as default, I seen everybody. So you know what I mean. By me being different, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna roll with the Cowboys. So you know what I mean. I went through a lot of turmoil with them guys. I won championships. We ain't did nothing in the last 20-some years, but you know what I'm saying. We on the come up.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't like my quarterback though.
Well, I mean, some things we don't like and we can't change, but we still root them on, though, right?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Still gonna be there. So, how has your time been since you've been on WAGM in the podcast?
Man, my time, I'm saying, like, I'm in bliss. Like, it's like paradise. You know what I'm saying? I create the environment. You know what I'm saying? I go in there with positive thoughts. And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all vibe is cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a good vibrational frequency. You know what I'm saying? There's no low level conversations. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. Like, y'all got a professional setup in here. I was telling y'all that earlier. You know what I mean? It's nice, man. I'll be back up here. You know what I mean? Like, I bring more guests. You know what I mean? Like, my guys over there, man, they about to have businesses and stuff going on. Yeah, you know what I mean? We'll be back. Like, we about to set the tone.
Well, we about to set tone, but before we set the tone, I
Let
gotta.
us know about your podcast.
But hold on to that podcast. Let's go to who is actually sponsoring this episode tonight.
Hurt in a car crash? Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts. Call 333-3333 for your free case review.
No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
Sponsors and stuff like that. You're doing the big.
Yeah, so that's Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts, and they are sponsoring this episode tonight. So, you guys heard it. So if you guys want to sponsor or do a sponsorship or advertisement, definitely DM us, email us.
Yeah, man.
When
They
you see
big
us
time.
out, hit us up.
Yeah, they big time. I'm gonna make sure my people from London over there, you know what I mean? All that stuff. I'm gonna make sure you know what I mean?
Yeah,
tell y'all in.
make sure you tag CNT people over there in London.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
well,
important.
mind getting on the plane.
I'm saying that's important.
Don't
like,
mind
yo, you
at
got to
all.
be international. Know why?
Of course.
Know why?
Wow.
That this because your hometown. Like, yo, in the book of Matthew, Jesus said, a prophet is of honor except amongst his hometown and his own family. Jesus can perform no miracles in Nazareth
Okay.
because of the people didn't believe. It's like, yeah, man, that's just Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? His dad a carpenter, not knowing this man is performing miracles, exercises, but they still try to downplay you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
They'll
why
do
Peter
that.
was saying, like, you gotta let people know, like, you gotta let them know what you're doing.
Right.
But he was like, nah.
Yeah, man, you got to go. You got to go abroad.
Yeah.
See, like if Jesus wouldn't have left when he was 12, we wouldn't have never heard about him. But he got fed up at an early age. Suffolk is a crazy place.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Meaning, that this is gonna blow your mind. Guess who was the first people to bring slaves to Suffolk?
Who?
Richard Bennett. But guess who his man was? That came down from London.
Who?
John Yates.
Oh wow.
So if you look at Richard Bennett, I'm saying, like, I got the documents. Like, if you look at Richard Bennett, that's why John Yates is out there. And what? Bennett's Creek.
Bennett's Creek.
Bennett's
Yeah.
Creek. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we come from a place like that's crazy. That's why it's so cursed like that. That's why people constantly get hit by trains. You know what I'm saying? When you're going out 58, a tree might fall on your car.
But they have cost a lot of lives.
You know what I mean? A bear might jump out in front of you and kill you. I mean, it's just a crazy town.
So before we go, how can we one of the things that we can do to break that curse?
I'm saying you got to reprogram your mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back and, man, because they did us real dirty as kids when we was in school. Out of all the places in the world, where did they take us to on field trips? Jamestown,
yeah.
to the plantation, to embed inside your cerebellum. Okay, now you was a slave. Now don't think you can be no more than that. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, they made sure they took us to Jamestown.
Sure
I'm
did.
talking about, and we didn't go nowhere else. We went to Jamestown.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with that being said, we need you guys to share this episode as you do every week.
Make sure you do.
Tell people how they can find you.
You know what? I'm so reclusive that I don't got no type of Instagram. I don't do TikTok. That's all I do is Facebook. That's the way. But I'm about to venture over to the gram eventually. But I'm saying I just couldn't do it because when I first started seeing my cousin and them on the gram, I was like, yo, man, what they doing on the gram? And then he showed me, he was scrolling down and I seen people taking pictures of boxes of cereal. And I'm like, man, I'm not wasting no hours of my day scrolling down, looking at no pictures of no boxes of cereal and no food and all of that. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So in the meantime, while you're not on TikTok and Instagram, how can they find you on Facebook?
I mean, you can contact me at Napoleon Hart. That's it right there. Make sure you follow me though, you know what I mean? Because I'm all the way legit. You know what I mean? And I'm about to do something that has never been done before in this state. You know what I mean? A lot of people be reaching out to me to be a mentor and stuff for the kids and all of that stuff. So, you know what I mean? I'm setting all of that type of stuff up right now. But it's going to be based on the truth now. You know what I mean? If you don't want your kid to know the truth,
Don't bring them your way.
Don't bring them my way. You know what I mean? Because the school system is set up crazy like that. Because if you teach your kids like, okay, now it was people here before Columbus discovered,
Right.
but if they put on that test, who discovered North America? If you don't put Christopher Columbus,
Yeah.
they'll
X.
mark it wrong
Mhm.
and make you think you dumb and crazy for knowing the truth. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not
Absolutely.
willing to deal with the truth with me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not with none of that Santa Claus. Like, yo, all that stuff actually plays a part of me and chicks because I done been in like relationships. But I'm
Mhm.
so based on the truth, man, I'm not celebrating no Santa Claus or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they be traditional and
Right.
they'll feel like I'm being funny, but I'm just embedded in the truth.
And with that being said, he's going to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Peace out.
So
Huh?
we'll see you guys next week, 7
Yeah.
o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
night.
Good night.